So if you are a crypto holder, you own any crypto, this video is for you. All right. I'm going to explain to you why I make that pretty big, bold statement, because there's something that's quietly happening that I'm going to make you aware of that impacts you. And this is a good thing. My name's Austin. I cover crypto every single day, Bitcoin, crypto news, XRP, you name it. And I cover it with two goals: to help you make more money and help keep you informed. So please hit that like and that subscribe button. If you're watching this on X, give me a follow if you are so inclined. Also, stay to the end of the video because I got something to share with you that's going to help you make even more money in crypto if that interests you as well. All right, so let's take a look at what I've got. So look, here's the thing. Crypto right now is moving up. It is definitely moving up. We're at 4,270 billion. We know that we've got the government closed down, shutdown happening and not having an impact on crypto. Actually, this video is not about the government shutdown, promise. I'm just covering that to put some context around that. And we've got a flight to safe haven assets happening right now. We got people putting money into gold, silver, Bitcoin, crypto, things of this nature. And it's good stuff. Okay. October is looking really, really good. Q4 is going to be amazing for Bitcoin, for all our crypto. We're going to see Bitcoin go to 150 to 250,000. Good stuff. Now let's get to the meat. I said all that really in the context of trying to kind of give you just kind of an real quick overview of crypto. But really what I want to share with you is this. There is something happening quietly that is going to bring trillions with a T of dollars into crypto. It's going to happen. And it's something that we've been waiting on for a while, and it has started to quietly happen. And it is this. I did an AI Google search for this, and I basically said Citi and JP Morgan announced that their advisors can start talking about crypto, because there was some little snippets of information news sources that I was seeing. And I was like, what this is right here, highlighted in the blue. Major financial institutions, including JP Morgan. By the way, I'll remind you that the CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, about a year ago was saying publicly Bitcoin was a scam and, all these different things. And I've also said this to you, like, don't listen to what they say publicly. Look at what the company does. And at that same time, JP Morgan was buying Bitcoin, and they were buying into other Bitcoin ETFs and things of that nature. Okay. So I digress, but you get my point. Okay. So what we're talking about here is the fact that if you look at traditional finance companies, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, JP Morgan, Citigroup, BlackRock, you name them, they have armies of financial advisors who help their millions and millions of clients manage their money. Okay. And what does that mean to you as a crypto holder? It means, number one, you're here early, but there is trillions of dollars in these traditional finance companies like JP Morgan, Citigroup, Fidelity, BlackRock, so forth, that those people want to invest in crypto, and they may or may not want to go and buy it directly themselves on an exchange like crypto.com or Coinbase, but they want the ability to buy that product or crypto products from these big, massive financial powerhouses. But the way that that's going to happen is that it has to happen with the official blessing from the companies to say, yes, Mr. Financial Advisor who works at JP Morgan Chase, you can now go talk to your clients and start to say, hey, why don't you take 1% or 2% of your portfolio and buy some Bitcoin, or buy a Bitcoin ETF, or buy, insert crypto name here. And the key is that unlocks trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. And it's starting to quietly happen because there is a wave of liquidity and capital and money that will start to flow in, and already is, but will even more so as we move along. This is where this is the biggest holding of cash liquidity is sitting in these traditional finance organizations like JP Morgan, Citi, Merrill Lynch, you name them, Fidelity. And they want to sell these crypto products to their clients and just not really been able to do it as of yet. I will also go one step further and tell you this. These big companies will start to mutual fund eyes. I'm making up a word here. Mutual fund eyes crypto. What do I mean by that? They'll start to put together mutual funds of cryptos. So they'll say, hey, Mr. You know, Fidelity client or, you know, Charles Schwab client, we have this mutual fund of crypto DeFi companies. Instead of going and buying the individual, you know, assets yourself, you can invest in a mutual fund that we're offering here for you, where it's a fund that's all of these different crypto DeFi companies. It's the same thing they've done with stocks, right? These companies have gotten rich off of creating funds of different types of stocks, large cap, small cap, you know, aviation, you know, funds, you name them. There's thousands of them. They're going to do this in crypto. They're going to create these funds, and that's going to unlock again, because what happens? You're like, well, that doesn't help us. Yes, it does, because the way a fund works is if the company has people buying into the fund, what do they have to do? They have to go buy the asset. They have to go buy the individual components of that fund. So they would, in this case, if they had a crypto gaming fund, they'd have to go buy, as money's flowing in, they have to go buy that crypto and hold it and things of this nature. Again, that's how Bitcoin ETFs work. If, you know, inflow, outflow of people putting money into Bitcoin ETFs, they're buying Bitcoin, and they're buying and selling Bitcoin on, depending on inflows and outflows. The point is that this is a big, big deal. It's the beginning of these companies starting to do this, and they're all quietly shifting, and they're all quietly starting to advise their people. It's basically they're putting it in their financial report, saying that our advisors can now go talk to our clients, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a multiple wave scenario here, where initially it's going to be they can buy Bitcoin, or they can buy into the Bitcoin ETF, or whatever it is. But then they're ultimately, you watch, these big companies are going to create these crypto mutual funds, and that's going to be an even more unlocked scenario, because crypto is here. It is the last financial frontier. I've said this in a lot of videos. It's a game changer. So if you're a crypto holder, this is big, because why? You're here early. You can buy these assets now. You can buy them direct. You don't have to buy them through these big companies. Again, and most major assets are anywhere from 50 to 70% off of their all-time high. Like if you look at the XRP as an example, and you go right here, it's right here. I mean, XRP is 22% away from its all-time high, but you can look at like Solana right here. So Solana over on the left, you can see it's 21%, but a lot of these major assets, again, are even further away from their all-time highs. Now I'm just curious, like Cardano. Let's see, we've had a nice little rush, like right here. See, Cardano is 72% down from its all-time high set 4 years ago. But that's, again, you could still buy today at a 72% discount if you think about what you're buying Cardano for today versus what it was, again, 4 years ago. But my point is that you're relatively early, and you're still buying these assets before this massive amount of liquidity and capital starts to come in, et cetera. Okay, so that's what's pretty cool about this, if you ask me. Okay, so I told you I'd help you make some more money. There's two things I want to do. I have a free newsletter. Go get it. Links in the description below. If you're watching this on X, links below this video. It's a free Wealth Strategies newsletter. All you need is your name, email. I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to send you a bunch of junk. I've hired professional writers who write this with the goal of helping you make more crypto profits, stock profits, you name it. And it's down there in the link in the description below. Go get it. It's free. Okay. Additionally, though, I've got down there in the description, I've got a link to my trading indicator X1 algo. But let me tell you this, there's a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee. It's going to help you make even more money in crypto. I'll give you a perfect example. Zcash. This one, look at this. This is a buy alert that my software issued 46 days ago, right here in the blue. This is proof the software works. 46 days ago, buy alert right here. And then look, we're up 359%. But I want to show you something. Okay, Zcash has been tearing it up recently, and I want to show this to you. So in the last 30 days, Zcash is up 282%, but notice I hit 30 days. Look at when my software gave the buy alert 46 days ago, early. Okay, it said it's the right time to buy Zcash, and boom, look at that run. To put that in perspective, if you had bought $1,000 of Zcash here and you're still holding it, you're in profit of $3,590. What does that mean? That means if you sold today, you'd get your $1,000 back plus $3,590 in profit. What would you do different with additional $3,600 in your pocket? How would that change your life? And literally, the software costs a little over $1 a day to use. That's it. I have a members only private community behind this where I have 3 times a week live coaching. Live coaches help you, help you with this, help you get everything up and running, answer questions, all that kind of stuff. Spending a bunch of money on these live coaches who are helping you give these classes, all this kind of stuff. And again, I'm only asking you for about $1 a day. And there's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So why don't you try it? You got 0 risk in this because you can try it. You don't like it, you get your complete refund. Quarterly option is the cheapest on a per day basis. And the price you see is cheaper than what you see on the screen using that discount code. There's a link below this video. If you're watching this on X, links down below this video as well. I will see you. Have a good one. Later. Take care.